The organization that I worked with on my service learning project was an organization called ecochallenge.org, specifically with an event that they ran called the People's Eco Challenge. The organization's goal was, in their words, to connect the dots between individual action and collective impact to create global change on a human scale. This Eco Challenge, which took place over the course of 21 days, offered a wide variety of challenges and activities in a number of areas focused on both social justice and a cleaner, greener future. Each individual participating in the challenge was assigned to a team based on their region or organization. For me, I was on Team South Coast. During my time working with this organization, I was able to choose a wide variety of activities in a handful of areas that I found particularly relevant to my interests. One area in which a number of my activities were focused was social justice. The tasks that I completed in this area included online activities such as researching voter suppression and watching a documentary about racial injustice, as well as activities that took place in my local community, such as supporting a local minority-owned business. All of these tasks earned points for my team. While social justice was one area of interest, I also was able to complete a number of tasks in other areas. Some tasks were on the simple side, such as switching to washing laundry with cold water as a means of saving energy, as well as switching to a reusable travel coffee mug as opposed to using continuously using single-use disposable cups. While these may sound simple, these fit in with the mission of this organization, which is to get a group of individuals to do small actions to work together as a collective to make a big change. It felt as though, even though these were small, I was able to help do my part in that. Another action that I completed was exercising for 90 minutes on the days that I completed the activities for the challenge. While this sounds silly, this was one of the tasks that could earn points for my team based on the points system that was set forth by the organization. Although this is something I would have done anyway, the organization stressed that it was important to exercise and have physical activity to decrease stress and increase productivity. Lastly, one larger activity that I did on a handful of occasions was making phone calls for political candidates running for office, specifically ones that placed an emphasis on environmental and eco-friendly issues. The candidate that I made phone calls for was Ed Markey in his run for re-election. His platform heavily emphasized the environment, much like his track record as an elected official, so I felt it was important to choose him to volunteer for. I made phone calls a number of days, and ultimately he was successful in his bid for re-election. What I found most surprising about my experience with this organization was how smoothly they were able to run such a widespread event. Throughout the 21-day duration of the event, there were participants from not only all across the United States, but across the world in multiple countries. They ran it very efficiently, and they were able to get a large group of people, like-minded people across the globe together working hard towards one common goal. Similarly, what I found most rewarding about this experience was being able to take my individual actions as a part of a larger community and to see the impact and change that I was able to make. Seeing how many people were working towards this similar goal with similar interests towards creating a better future felt really meaningful as part of an overall nurturing community, especially in such an unprecedented time. One truth from the book that I would say was particularly relevant to this experience was Truth 8. Truth 8 says that you either lead by example or you don't lead at all. I found this truth to be particularly relevant because, on the surface level, it's pretty straightforward. The goal of this organization was to encourage people to be leaders in their communities and to do actions that they think will make a change and make a difference. Furthermore, when participating in such an event, my actions have the ability to inspire others to make a change and commit towards working towards a better future. The entire organization and challenge starts from the top up and just encourages more and more people to get involved, which is a good example of leading by example. Furthermore, specifically this year, this truth is relevant because of the challenges that the current situation posed to putting on such an event. Due to the ongoing pandemic, it would have been easy for the organization to decide it would be too difficult and that there were too many moving parts towards making this happen. However, instead of that, the organization not only ran an event, but they also ran an event that encouraged people to take actions in their communities at such a time when that may not be as heavily emphasized. Throughout all levels of this challenge, strong leadership was present despite all the difficult circumstances.